So I was watching a video from @Goalie Coaches the other day on YouTube, and the issue that it was trying to correct sort of a basic rebound control issue, and the issue was that the goalie was kind of reaching with their blocker to make that deflection into the corner rather than trying to get there with their body to make that deflection. So when I watch these videos, I'm watching for myself because I'm trying to get better and better and stop more pucks just like you are. But also I'm always looking to see, okay, how can we integrate that into what you do off the ice in a way that makes sense? Off ice, goalie specific off ice training isn't about, just like trying to do like your goalie moves off the ice. But sometimes we can sprinkle in those elements. So we're gonna head back into the goalie training lab, aka my basement gym, and play around with some ideas of how we can, reinforce that habit of moving your body towards the puck rather than reaching, because I do a lot of that. So speaking for myself, I need to practice it. I'm gonna finish falling around the ice and then we'll head into the lab. All right, Maria here again, and before we get started, I just want to be very, very crystal clear that I am not trying to give you on ice technique or say, oh, this is how you should be in position, or this is how you should, position yourself for rebounds. That's not the point of this at all. I'm just like you. I was watching videos because I want to get better at my rebound control, and I saw this video that Goalie Coaches did, and I thought, oh, okay, how can we practice that off the ice so that it becomes more habitual and we get that pattern integrated just into our vocabulary of movement on the ice. So that's what today is all about. So if you aren't sure what your goalie coach wants you to do, ask him or her, where your hands should be, where your body should be, how they want you to be controlling or moving those rebounds. Today's drills, I have a basic, an advanced, and an elite version. Please don't just jump to the elite version thinking obviously it's the best because it's the elite version. Start with the basic. When you get that, then move to the advanced, then move to the elite. I know how you think. So my part of it is the exercise physiology part of it, the strength and conditioning side. If you want to know your angles for box control or whatever, ask your goalie coach about that. If you want to know, strategic approach to getting a wider butterfly flare, then, I'm your gal. Actually, the butterfly challenge is the solution to that question. And if you don't know what the butterfly challenge is, I'll put a link in the description or comments or something. It's a free 14-day goalie-specific flexibility program. Gives you a wider butterfly flare, helps you stop more pucks. Makes your hips feel loosey-goosey. It's beautiful. If you haven't done it yet, check it out. This video today is really about deliberate practice and practicing your motor patterns, getting in the right position, having your hands where they're supposed to be and your body where it's supposed to be. And when we practice deliberately, we reinforce the proper motor patterns, and by consistently reinforcing the proper motor patterns, it's the only way that our body learns what is right and what's wrong. If we practice 50% of our repetitions with great precision, exactly right, and 50% of our repetitions just kind of sloppy when we're doing the wrong thing, our body has no differentiation. It doesn't know, like, oh, I know that I do half of the time I do it like this, but I know that I'm supposed to do it like that. It's like, players that talk about, well, I know it, but this is just practice. And like in a game, I would never do that. Well, your body only learns what you reinforce. So we're trying to reinforce only proper movement patterns today. So let's get started. So this is your basic version. And to make it deliberate practice, you really need to vividly visualize what's going on. So in that Goalie Coaches video, they talked about the goalie was just reaching a little too much to try to make their blocker save. And what the coach wanted in certain instances was for the goalie to be moving their body a little bit more with the blocker to make contact. So I think the idea being so that you're not opening up big holes if you sort of miss the puck with your blocker, as some of us do from time to time. I'm not in a wide butterfly, so I'm not trying to get as wide as I can. I don't need to add more wear and tear to my hips, but I am going to have my knees in together just to practice that habit. I am going to stay tall in my hips. I am going to try to project myself forward a little bit over the puck, and then I will visualize where that shot would be coming from. So I'll actually visualize the puck coming in, getting my blocker on it, and redirecting it to the corner. I'll visualize, boom, and then I can even check, hey, what's my position? Where am I when I finish? Am I reaching? Am I folding at my hips? Where should I be? I can do the same thing to my glove side. So if there's a shot, I like to chicken wing. So I kind of get here. So I can practice keeping my elbows in a bit. Boom, there's a shot, following it right into my glove, absorbing it a little bit, and then playing it out. That deliberate practice matters. So what are you trying to focus on? Here comes the shot. I'm going to follow it into my glove. I'm going to absorb a little bit with my glove so that it doesn't just pop out. Again, these are things that I do. You're going to have your own weird things that you do that you can practice, but make it very vivid. Okay, there's a pass across, there's a shot, and I've put the rebound in the corner. I told you there would be a basic, an advanced, and an elite. So the basic, we're really just working on getting that basic element, that getting the body a little bit in front of the puck with us. Advanced, now we add in a little bit of movement. So maybe it's just going to be a shimmy, shimmy, boom, get that rebound. Maybe it's going to be a little push, push, boom, get that rebound. Maybe it's going to be, or blocker save, I should say. Maybe we'll go the other way. Shimmy, shimmy, boom, glove save. Where are my eyes? I think I'm looking down a little too much. My head should be up a little bit. Maybe I'm going to push, push, boom, make that save, and then recover to my ready position. So that would be an advanced version. We could start from our feet, boom, make that save. And you might look at it and be like, oh, well, that's not a situation you'd go in the RVH for, or that's not a position where you'd make a save. Well, sometimes funny things happen. It's not always based on the textbook. But it's going to be deliberate. You're going to think of your pattern. So for me, maybe it'll be step, step, and then push back across. Where's my glove? Where's my blocker? Here, if a blocker save comes here, boom, I really want to clear it and get it out of the way rather than my old trick of shooting it right up the middle. So I can practice that boom, 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 boom into the corner. Coming back the other way. Here, 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 boom, make that glove save. Advanced will be, so beginner or basic will be just a rote pattern, shifting the body, getting where you want to be. Advanced will be adding movement to it, but predictable movement, so I know exactly what my pattern is going to be. Elite is going to be a little bit more freeform, and I want you to be stopping and checking your positioning as you go to see, hey, what old habits are creeping in as we add more neural complexity. This is also the stage where a tool like catch ball would come in. So, you can add in your movement elements to add neural complexity. You can also add in this actual catching, which again, for me, adds a lot of neural complexity. But one of the things I like about the catch ball is it really does reward if you lean a little bit and get in front of that puck or get to that puck. When I try to reach, I don't catch any of them. When I get my body a little bit there, I catch 2 of them. You'll see what I mean. So there were like 3 in a row and about 27 misses before that. But you can see how that reinforces the habit. For me, that's enough neural complexity. If I got really good at it, well then I could time this to you know, I could go to one knee, boom, and try to make that catch and that save. That would be a next level for me. Or even just adding in a shuffle, boom, and let the ball go. You can also use the catch ball with your blocker. It definitely takes getting used to. Even catching the ball takes getting used to. I think that the blocker, it's hard because I'm throwing with my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand, so it feels a little bit funny. But definitely you can use it, and then, you know, you can see where, you know, if it's coming off the bottom of your blocker or popping up or popping straight out, you can see where it's going. So it gives you a nice reinforcement that way. Plus, you don't need to go and chase the ball all over the place. So there are a few off-ice drills you can use to help with your on-ice rebound control, or that's the idea that they'll help. You don't need a catch ball to do even those elite drills. It can be any way of adding neural complexity. I really like this tool. It's helped so much with my ability to catch pucks on the ice, and I practice a lot more off the ice because it's so convenient to use. If you are like, what is that? How do I get myself one? It's prolabsports.com on the Instagram. I think it's prolabsports.official, something like that. It could be prolab.official. Check one or the other. I don't get kickbacks from them or anything. I just think it's such an awesome tool that it's definitely worth adding to your arsenal if that's possible for you. Before you go and order yourself one of those, make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit the bell so that if you are subscribed, so that you know about the videos before anyone else. And of course, every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Make sure you try at least one of these drills. Don't just watch and be like, oh, that's really good. Like I watch Hot Ones, and that inspires me to eat spicy wings sometimes, although I don't really eat a lot of wings. But when I do, now I try to eat spicier wings because I'm motivated to take action. I don't just watch the people eat the hot wings and then do nothing with that knowledge. So be the same. See you next time.